Hello everyone, this is Eugene speaking. So, have you guys ever been in a situation like this? Oh hey man, I just finished watching Soul Eater. How do you think of it? I thought it was freaking awesome. Oh yeah, I finished watching it too, and I thought it was awesome as well. But you know what? I think you should check out the manga. I mean, the anime was decent and all that, but you know, the manga is still better. Yeah, so you should check that out. Basically, these are the people who say that the manga is better than the anime. And while I respect their opinion about that, I just have one thing to say to that.
Please stop.
First things first, I don't read a lot of manga, but I've seen some before in my friend's house or in the library in some sort. And let me just say that the experience between watching an anime and reading a manga is heaps different. First of all, an anime has animation. With animation, it feels more realistic and exciting to watch scenes that occur within a story, rather than through panels in a manga where scenes kind of just cut from part to part. And secondly, anime has sound, and some occurrences, or some jokes for that matter, only work well with sounds.
Oh yes, of course. Here!
It just feels more exciting to watch and all that. And, you know, along with sound, of course, anime has songs. Which is really one of the main reasons why I watch anime in the first place. You don't get that in the manga, which is kind of depressing. And lastly, an anime can actually save more time than the manga. In a busy lifestyle like myself, as a university student, time is important. So you have the freedom of watching an anime in both sub or dub, and you know that will help you get the general picture of the story. Even if you're watching sub like myself, who have been watching sub for quite a long time, I can't understand some of the words in Japanese, so you know it helps me to understand the story even if I'm not looking at the subtitles all the time. But as for a manga, you have to slowly go through panel by panel because that's the only way you are able to understand everything, from speech bubbles and texts written on top of the panels. So based on all the reasons that I just given on why anime is better than manga, you would be wondering, why on earth do people like the manga better than an anime? Well, of course, there are reasons why people like the manga, and the main reason is, of course, because the manga tends to have a better story. Because no work is being put into animation or sound editing, it gives more time for the artist to focus on the story. And an anime tends to just adapt that story and make its own, sometimes even changing it up a bit so that it makes it more different, that's all. And also, there are some people who like to go through a story slowly because they have the time, so that they don't miss out on any minor details of a story in a manga. You can't really do that in an anime because it tends to keep moving, so you have to keep up with yourself. And then, of course, there are those who just say the manga is the definite one and nothing else can be better than the manga. Which, you know, I would be like, okay, whatever suits you, man. But if you were to ask me, would I switch to manga just because the story is slightly better than the anime? And unless the story in the anime is really poorly done, no, I won't. I am not going to give up the awesome experience through the quality animation and sound effects and stuff just because of a better story. I mean, it's good to know that people actually care more about the story of a series rather than the presentation of it. Because to me, the story is really the most important thing in a series, and I'm really happy about that. But if you personally do not care about the animation or the sound, all the effort that's been put into an anime because the story is not as good as the manga, then I'm sorry to say, instead of an anime fan, you're more of a manga fan. But of course, there are times when I am forced to check the manga, which I refuse because an anime series just ends up being totally incomplete. Yep, I'm talking about you, Madhouse. I'm still waiting for High School of the Dead Season 2. Don't think I've forgotten about that. So, as a personal opinion in general, I personally enjoy anime more than manga. In fact, I feel that if I had started out with manga, I probably wouldn't have maintained my interest in these form of media as long as I have with anime. I mean, I've watched anime for a long time, and I am still as interested as when I first started. But in any case, what do you guys think? Are you the ones who enjoy the manga more because it has a better story in it? Or are you like me who prefer an anime because there is more to be offered by an anime compared to a manga? I want you guys to let me know in the comment section below. And so I'll leave this video at that, and do stay tuned to the next time of whatever I make. Until next time, bye!